Hey guys, Dave right here, DB Restorations. How you doing today? That's a lot better there. I wanted to kind of show you guys, I haven't done a video in a little bit, what I'm working on. This is a 1969 Dodge Charger RT front suspension. It's a drum brake car, and the owner wanted me to rebuild it for him. So I got it all disassembled. I got my upper control arm bushings pressed out, and I started working on the lower control arm. So I thought I'd show you a little trick of how you can do these at home. But anyway, this is your lower control arm. It's the same pretty much on the A bodies, B bodies, and E bodies. They use the same style there. And then you can see this one here has a tab for a sway bar. A lot of them won't if it wasn't a sway bar equipped car. But pretty much this right here you can see is where your torsion bar goes in. So this one actually would be on the passenger side of the car. But what we're focusing on is this lower control arm bushing. Now this bushing is pressed into this, and you can see it's supposed to have this little sleeve inside of there, and then this would be on there, and that's where it would actually bolt to your K-frame or your cross member, your K-member. So as you can see, this one right here, this came out with the lower control arm bushing mount, the pin, and so I had to cut it off of there to get it off. But you can see how this one's kind of oblonged and it was in bad shape. Here's our new one that we got from Moog, and so you can see it's nice and centered and it's ready to go in. But show you a little trick of how I do them. It's the old school method of taking out these lower control arm bushings, because you can't really press them out in the press because you can't get in there to catch the edge of it. So a lot of guys will throw a cut-off torch on there and just burn all the rubber out of it, and then they'll take an air chisel and they'll air chisel that sleeve out of there for the new one. But I'll show you another way to do it here, the way that I do it. But you just go down to the hardware store and get a nice washer here. Get it as thick as possible. This one here's not as thick as I like them, but this is like 1 1/4 inch size washer. You can get the hardware store. It's 1/2 inch, I believe. And what I did was I wire wheeled all around this lower control arm bushing. You don't want to take a grinder because you don't want to lose any of that meat. You want to just wire wheel that, and while you're at it, go ahead and wire wheel you off a spot right here for your ground connector on your welder. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take that washer, and it fits right in there like that. You're going to take that washer and you're going to weld it all the way around this lower control arm bushing. And you want to be really careful because you want to make sure you're staying right on the edge of that bushing, because if you get over too far, you can see how this turns. You don't want to get into that part of your lower control arm because you'll end up ruining it, and you don't want to do that. So you just want to weld just right on the edge of that washer and onto that bearing, and get that sucker pretty hot because you want to make sure you got a good weld. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over there and put it on our press. We're going to press it right out. So once this washer is welded on there, this will be flipped over like that, and then we'll set that up on our press here like so, and then we'll press it out. And you'll notice I got a brake reaction strut in there for one of my pins, because the pin from these presses works perfect for pressing this out. So what I'm going to do is, after I get that washer welded in there, I'll put that dude in there like that and get my press going. It's kind of hard to, let me get back here a little bit, and just push that bushing right out of there. And then this is what she's going to look like when you're all done. You can see I got one here. It's all welded on and stuff. And so press that old one out. Came right out. Then I'll go ahead and press my new one in after I get them all media blasted and get them all painted and clear coated. And then we'll go ahead and do the Cosmoline on these here as well. So there you have it, you guys. Thought I'd show you there a little bit of how I do that, and hopefully this video helps you guys out. The old school method of getting your lower control arm bushings out of your lower control arms. So you guys take care, and I will talk to you soon. Make sure you click it, like it, share it. If you have any questions or want to see certain videos, leave them in the comment section and let me know. And check out our website, www.dbrestorations.com. We got a swag store on there, sell hats and shirts and stuff. And if you want to get a quote on a project, go ahead and click on the get a quote button and fill out your information, put some pictures on there, and hopefully I'll get back to you and give you a rough estimate of what something's going to cost you. All right, you guys, take care, and we'll talk to you later.